So with that said, let's go to the game reveal. Crappy, take us away. Let's go find out what our final game is today. Well, Wolf is back with a vengeance. Wolf, come chat with us. What do we have today? Hello there.
Hey, Rosentia.
I'm glad to have you back.
I live here now.
Yeah, it can be your comfy home, you know.
Aww.
Yeah.
I like comfiness.
Well, good. Honestly, I feel like this game that you're giving out might be a comfy watch as well.
Oh, absolutely. Because, I got to do a couple extra games over this weekend, and the first game had a pretty awesome walk animation.
Ooh, okay.
The second game just had pretty awesome animations in general. So
Yeah.
I figured I need to bring out a great walk animation of my own with That's So Raven for the Game Boy Advance.
See, I was going to say that I'm raving about this game, but it's too late. You already
That's
revealed
probably
what
a better
the game
opening
is.
than mine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was also going to make a Raven software pun. I was playing with a bunch of them. I don't know. I got to work on openings. Gotta workshop them a bit.
Hey, everybody, we got a Disney game here, everybody. What's up with everybody giving me weird aspect ratio games today as well?
It's a Game Boy
is
Advance
the theme.
game. What's weird about Game Boy Advance?
It's more HD than NES. That's what's weird. That's
What
it.
is its ratio actually? Because it's not 16:9, but it's not 4:3 either, right? Is it 5:3? I think it might be 5:3.
It's just different. It's special.
Probably something I should know after how many things I've streamed in my life.
That's okay. I'll live with it.
3x2.
3x2. Yeah.
Strange.
Thank you, GBA. Thank you, Nintendo, for ruining my life and having weird aspect ratios for every handheld system that you have had. Don't you even get me started on freaking DS screens, though, okay? I think we've had a DS game in Kusog7ande before, and
I've given you a DS game in Kusog7ande. Oh, not given you specifically, but given out one.
yeah, let me just say, not exactly the happiest game for me to capture, but I'll deal with it, you know? If needed, I will do whatever is needed to bring out the Kuso.
I don't know. King Kong was awesome. I say it was worth, as the person who didn't have to do any capturing.
Yeah, it's fine. I just like to complain. Like, honestly.
I mean, who doesn't?
I've got, luckily, captures that are very easy to set up when they are convenient systems that we use all the time. And then for these other ones, I have a different setup that I can go ahead and just improvise, throw it together. And today has been 3 throw-it-together games. Which is fine. Ooh. I'll deal with it. I'll live.
I'm sorry for causing you 1/3 of your troubles.
Only 1/3, yeah. You know what? Yesterday, all my troubles seemed so far away because we only had one freaking Kusog7ande match.
That was a fun game, though. That was really fun.
What did we even have yesterday? I don't recall.
We had Bongo.
Oh, I love Bongo. Never mind. That was actually also a nightmare to capture. But I love Bongo. I love Bongo so much.
It is a giant black screen with no sound on the opening screen.
Yeah, about that. So, yeah, it's fine, though. You know, this is the yo-ho streamer life for me, you know?
Are we pirates?
I'm a
pirate. I have never
pirate.
actually seen this show. Like, is she just a pirate? I don't think she's a pirate, but maybe she isn't.
That's
probably a pirate in
she
some
is not a
episode.
pirate. She probably is in an episode.
Actually,
I wouldn't doubt it.
Whatever, we'll talk about whatever. I just had an idea, but the idea is something I can't use yet, so we'll keep it secret.
Do you have a pirate game?
Maybe.
I love pirates, okay? Pirates better than ninjas in all cases. Pirates don't run. Well, okay, actually they do run quite a bit.
Why would that make them better than ninjas? Wouldn't running be a good thing?
Not always. No, ninjas. I'm weak. I'm gonna run away now. Bye. I'm a ninja.
Most modern ninjas are like just basically magicians, basically melee magicians. They're magic knights.
They're magic knights.
They're
Yeah,
basically
I suppose
magic
so.
knights.
I could buy that, yeah.
Well, pirate. I've never seen a pirate cast a magic spell. They're just not cool enough.
No, they are so cool they don't need magic. Ninjas, their magic is, oh, I throw a smoke screen and run away. Poof.
No, their magic is that they do like these fancy hand signs, and then they throw a fireball.
You've been playing way too much of that one game we had earlier today.
I threw 0 fireballs.
Well,
over
that
the
was
course of
not.
that game.
You had a fireball spell, okay? Way of the Warrior, you literally had Australian magic at your disposal. Net,
Apparently, I didn't.
I'm glad that our player is testing out the sound as I switch over, because this kind of hurts. Ow.
You don't like the music?
No, it's not the music. They're mashing left and right on the title on the screen.
Oh. I mean, you don't like beeps and boops?
I love the beeps and boops. Look at Raven. She is so ready.
She is the readiest.
Okay.
She knows what's coming and she is prepared.
She's Raven. I honestly love the double bun style that she's got going on here. Here's the deal. I feel like for some people it works very well. The lady who was at the shoe store the other day when I went with Justin, not exactly the best. She was like as soon as you're in your, I think, mid 40s, you're not allowed to have this hairstyle. Especially if you're in your mid 40s and you are like...
No, like sometimes you just want to feel young and you want to feel cute and pretty, and so you put your hair in buns. I've definitely had days like that.
Okay. I've never put my hair in 2 buns. I've done pigtails.
You should try it.
It's hideous. I love the side ponytail, and Justin does not let me use that. Well, everybody, I need all of your best Raven emotes. What would be good for people to spam?
I don't know. So, well, she's a psychic, so anything about psychics, any psychic Pokemon, I don't know, like purses would be good, water bottles would be fantastic.
Ooh.
Any perfume bottles, if you somehow have a perfume bottle emote, 1, please tell me who I need to subscribe to get that emote, and second of all, spam it. Okay,
here we go! She's Raven! Oh, I am so ready for this.
Yeah, so welcome to That's So Raven. There's 4 buttons. So you have the A button, which is your strut button, which is that wonderful, wonderful running animation. You have the B button, which causes you to twirl your purse. L button will cause you to spill water on the ground, and R button will allow you to apply perfume. I love... So that's the best control scheme ever, I'm pretty sure. I don't think you can beat that control scheme.
I'm loving the running animation. This is so good.
It's amazing. It's just, I don't understand how you can run like that. It's perfect.
She's got the best bell bottoms. I almost called them parachute pants, but I'm pretty sure these are bell bottoms.
I don't actually know what the difference is.
Parachute pants tend to be like giant all the way up, whereas bell bottoms, the bottoms are bells.
That does make sense, I guess. I don't know. I'll still struggle to tell them apart.
It's okay. It's okay. Just know, like, if they're tight and loose areas, it's a bell bottom. If it's loose all the way, no.
God, now I'm just remembering a book I read where a character was wearing parachute pants, and she and the male lead fell into a pit, and the way they got out was discovering that there was helium gas inside the pit they fell into and using her parachute pants to make a balloon. That's all I can think of right now. It was the weirdest scene.
Look, if you solve a problem by taking off your pants, you're doing great.
I don't know if I agree with that. Anyways, I guess we should talk about plot. So, you're a psychic. You discover that someone is going to get crashed into by an AV cart. You must go stop this because... I don't know, this is the worst possible thing that could happen to someone, I guess, is being crashed into by an AV cart.
I feel like at the speed that they're going, like it might cause a bruise, but that's about it.
Yeah, no, it doesn't seem like a big deal, but like, I mean, your health bar isn't specifically taking damage. Your health bar is your clothes get dirty and you no longer have the will to survive. That is what you
Yeah.
are protecting against. So
Honestly, I think that AV carts have a special place in my heart, less in school than in church, because let me just tell you, whenever they brought in a movie for you to watch in church, it was so much better than literally anything else.
I guess I remember some from Sunday school, but I associate them more with like college and playing fighting games, because you just sort of
What?
you just had a bunch of TVs on carts and you rolled them out to a room and you started playing Smash for a while. Easy.
How old are you?
Didn't you ask me
I know
this last
that's
time I was
rude.
on? I'm 32. I'm a little younger than you, not much.
You're younger than me?
Yes. Bro,
You-
just because I have gray hair doesn't mean I'm older than you.
Oh, then again, like, while teaching some college classes, I had to use an overhead projector. Like, literally, old school overhead projector, because that classroom did not have anything. Oh my gosh.
I mean,
It's
we have-
ridiculous.
I don't know. Look. Sometimes you have melee players, and melee players want to play on old CRTs that are somehow kept together
I'm
by
sorry.
duct tape and glue. Literally duct tape. There was a lot
Melee
of duct tape on
players
those
are holding the
CRTs.
rest of the world back, okay? If we got rid of Super Smash Bros. Melee, we would be 20 years ahead technology-wise.
No, melee holds up pretty nicely visually, I think. Like, not perfectly. It definitely
No,
looks like a
it's
GameCube
great.
game.
It's great,
it-
but like I haven't played it since the next Smash Bros. Came out. You know.
That's fair. Anyway, so Netmom Matt, that is a fun name to say. Netmom Matt is on to the third stage, where so you tried to save your friend from the AV card, and you accidentally shoved her into a bunch of pain. So now her hair is ruined. So now you're getting her a bunch of gifts in order to make up for the fact that you just completely ruined her hair. Also, should probably mention there is a second number. There are two numbers. Top upper left number, that's the percentage for actually completing the goal to beat the level. Middle number, that's a side quest. If you complete the side quest and turn it in, you get a free. You get your health filled up. So, kind of useless, but hey, it's there.
Wee running around.
I'm never gonna tire of this running animation. It's just so good. It does. It's a bit glassy, bit icy physics too, which is always fun. It looks like everyone is onto the mall level now, with Flynn just finishing up.
Oh my gosh, good. It looks like present danger on Flynn's screen.
Yep. Yeah, I think these are actually episodes from the show that you're playing out scenes from because of the still photos, but I'm not 100%
I think you're right. Yeah.
sure.
Which honestly, if you're going to get that So Raven video game, you probably want things directly tied to episodes. I fully support it.
Yeah, no, that sounds good. Honestly, with the writing in the game, I was genuinely impressed with the writing. It makes me wish that I had Disney and watched the show growing up, because I think I would have liked it. Yeah, I don't know. All I know about the show is that it has a spin-off called Cory in the House, and that's a meme. That's all I knew about the
Cory
show
in
before
the
discovering this
House.
Game Boy Advance game.
Actually, yeah, anybody in chat, did you watch That's So Raven when you were younger? Or like yesterday? And if so, what are your opinions about the show? My guess is that, oh my gosh, I've gone back and watched some of the Nickelodeon shows when that I loved as a kid. They hurt. All that, like, they have multiple seasons, I believe, of all that on Netflix. It is so bad. Pete and Pete actually holds up. I feel like that was a decent show back when I was young, and it is still a good show.
Yeah, I didn't have cable growing up, so I just didn't get that opportunity at all. But when I'm watching SpongeBob with like my little cousins, it's like it doesn't appeal to me at all, because I don't have any nostalgia for the show or that style of humor or anything. It's just very strange. Then everyone
Yeah.
else thinks I'm weird for not liking SpongeBob.
I didn't watch SpongeBob until I think once in high school I saw an episode, and I was so angry because I liked it. I was like, I have hardened myself against this show so much that I feel like I should hate it, but it was genuinely funny. And I've seen very little other SpongeBob outside of that. But everything that I've seen has been gold. It's makes me so angry. It's actually really good.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Netmon Matt and Dragon's Cloud are on to part 4, which is what I'm going to very liberally call a stealth mission. There are hall monitors, and you gotta sneak past them, so you can hide in those little alcoves like you see the two of them doing. And then they totally can't see you because
Is everybody a hall monitor in this school? Freaking crap.
they're either a hall monitor or they're pushing a Navy cart, as far as I can tell. So the hall monitors actually have very, very, very short vision, but they can see up and down pretty far. But like they can only see like 3 inches in front of them, so you can get really close to them before they'll spot you. But if they do spot you, you got to give them a hall pass, which is the number you see in the upper left. And so when they see you, though, you have to give up the hall pass, which is not how hall passes work. Did these game developers ever even go to high school? You only need 1 hall pass. You don't need to like a stack of them, so you give 1 to each hall monitor you see.
You gotta give them out, hand them out. It's bribery. See?
Also, I don't think there are any hall monitors by high school. That was like more of an elementary school thing. Anyways, yeah, this is a wonderfully dystopian high school.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember, like, if even in elementary school we had hall monitors. I'm not sure. I think I might have been a hall monitor once my entire time that I was in elementary school, and it was fine. Like, all I did was sit there, nothing happened.
Yeah, that's about right. I mean, I know we had like a safety patrol in my elementary school. I remember that. That gave me a power trip. I was awful.
Oh, you were?
I was the bad one who made people walk. I was that guy, unfortunately.
Oh, I love it though, Wolf. Nah, like, I think that I was like the opposite of any sort of popular, so like there was no reason to have me do anything regarding hall security because nobody would listen to me. They'd probably do exactly the opposite of anything I said. I had negative clout.
I mean, I think the same is true for me, and they just sort of... I mean, I don't think she's... Question in chat says, is she covering her eyes so that if you can't see me, I can't see you? And I don't think she's covering her eyes. I think she's like doing like a binocular thing around her eyes and just peering out from the darkness, because that's definitely how peering out from the darkness works.
And she's trying to make herself look like the hall. What? We've got a chicken hall maze.
Oh yeah, so plot update. So she found her brother and got the brother to make a program that displays her as a chicken and the person she's running away from is a hawk. So now she has to go through a maze as a chicken. I love this game. I love this game so much. I wish I had grown up watching this show.
Oh my gosh. This is amazing. I love that the hawk will just go in a straight line after you, even if there's a wall between you two.
I mean, shortest distance between 2 points is, you know, like it's like they say, when you're talking about distance, you say as the crow flies. That's what the distance is, and this is and the distance as the crow flies is just a straight line. So that's what the hawk takes. It makes perfect sense.
Very nice. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's just idioms.
There's worse video game logic, I'll say, but honestly, it's nice to like have reliable movement instead of like Pac-Man Ghost. Some of those ghosts, what are you even doing? You know?
Yeah. No one knows, but Netmon Matt is through and on to the next episode, Kusog7ande.
Wow!
So in this one, she gets a premonition of the principal forcing everyone to wear uniforms.
Oh my gosh.
The worst thing imaginable. So she has to start
terrible.
a protest.
But look, you've got different clothes on.
They're the
my
same
gosh.
clothes, they're just a different color.
That's not how clothes work, though, Wolf. You can't just change your pants colors.
Why not? You just buy some paint at the market board, and you apply the paint to your clothes, and poof, they're a different color.
Okay, I mean, you're bringing back some memories. Let me tell you. Specifically, when I was in, what was it? The Secret Garden musical. I was a ghost, right? And I was supposed to get white leather shoes. And I was really trying to figure out, because you can't just get white leather shoes. That's a little bit hard. So I tried to get white shoe polish and polish them with that. And guess what? That doesn't really work. You can't just polish black shoes until they're white. And so finally, I did what everybody else did and spray painted them, but I think that I had polished my shoes so much that the paint didn't stick very well. So my shoes just had like cracking paint on them, which I guess is even more ghost-like. It worked.
That sounds good to me. Yeah, I think I would have just thrown them in a vat of bleach and called it a day. But your way works too.
No, bleach for like black leather shoes? That's not how it works.
Doesn't bleaching things turn them white?
Not everything.
I mean, I guess I've never tried to bleach leather shoes before.
I don't think that would work. No. The spray paint was a much better option. But again, only for musical purposes, not for anything else. But
No,
yeah, good old High School Musical time. It was fun stuff. Yeah, I died in the first like 20 seconds of the musical. It was impressive.
I mean, that's just something you put on your resume, like first to die in a musical.
I did still manage to have a solo before I died. Not in English. Secret Garden, the beginning of it takes place in India, and I was one of the... let's just say that, like, I was a Hindi character who, I feel like maybe they didn't do the best makeup job in the world, because I can never show the pictures from that time as a musical. But it was how it was what I was cast. I played.
I mean, I gotta feel there's not gonna be too many people of Indian descent in Utah high school.
Nobody. Like, the diversity in Utah. In rural Utah, you want to talk about diversity? There is none. There is no diversity here. But yeah, like, I would say that for musical purposes, it's usually a little bit more acceptable to have white students portraying characters. But at the same time, it's kind of like, if taken completely out of context, it's a big oof.
I mean, there's a very thin line between a respectful portrayal and blackface, and good luck not screwing that up.
Yeah, well, you know, for the sake of performances as well, it kind of makes a little bit more sense. But yeah, they were heavy on the makeup for me, and that's how they wanted to portray me. So I'll go ahead and say that if there is a big oof, it is more the school admins or the musical director than me. But yeah, it was a respectful portrayal. I got to sing. I was a figure of healing even after I was dead. I learned how to put a turban on. Not only put a turban on, but oh my gosh, yeah. Although there was one time that apparently, like, I just rushed to try to put it on, and apparently it ended up being terrible because the costume director who was watching from the audience came up after I left the stage and was like, I have to fix this for you. It is an abomination.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Netmon Matt is flying through this game, so the protest is underway. So they're wearing the uniforms. They're going to wear them in like very creative ways in order to flout the rules, and therefore she's gotten thrown into detention because nobody else went through with it, as you will happen in high school protests.
Yeah.
So it's oh god, that line that Netmon Matt just spam through is great. Just like. Her friend is I'm so sorry that this happened to you. And she's like, yeah, well, maybe next time you'll have my back when we do a protest. It's like, I can hear the finger snaps, and it's so good.
Oh yeah. Let me tell you as well, Doe Wolf. We did West Side Story my sophomore year. We had exactly one student who was actually from Puerto Rican heritage. He got cast as a jet. And if yeah. The one Puerto Rican played on the other side of the musical. I'm not even kidding you.
What?
And literally no other Hispanic person was in the musical. Oh my gosh.
I know a decent number of Mormons who are like not Mexican per se, but like have some. There were a lot of Mormons who went to Mexico for a while. Let's put it that way. So there are some Mexican Mormons.
Well, yeah. Like, for sure. But I'm talking.
Yeah, no. The Puerto Rican should probably be.
Yeah, I'd say that is possibly one of the slightly less sensitive casting calls I've ever seen. However, I think it was more amusing and kind of funny to everybody involved at that time. I don't know. Rural Utah is weird.
I mean, everywhere is weird. We just know more about rural Utah because you tell us so much.
Yeah, it's fun. Oh my gosh, Flynn Church, you just got a burger from the floor? That's not healthy. Don't eat floor burgers.
She's not eating them herself. Wow, that was a great sentence. She's giving them to a friend who will fill up her health bar if she gives him floor burgers. Maybe that's worse. Maybe that's worse than eating them yourself.
I feel like going and getting burgers out of the trash and giving them to your friend to eat. I feel like that's very deceitful and very questionable. However, all the water bottles, I support that. Lots of hydration. They're sealed. Maybe you should be getting burgers from like the vending machines, the frozen burgers. But
you say that, but the only thing you do with the water bottle is dump them on the floor in order to trip people. That's all they do.
Okay, that's not very ethical. Does she do that in one episode? She has to have done it in like one specific setting in one episode of That's So Raven, and they're like, let's go ahead and make that a full game mechanic. Why not?
Why not? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
They're looking for inspiration for attacks, and her other attack is just spray perfume on people, which knocks them out for a little bit. Because, yeah, please don't have perfume on so strong that it causes people to feel ill when they smell it. Please don't do this. Why would you do this?
I know some people who were very sensitive to smells, and like any type of perfume, not okay. Yeah, there are people who just cannot go in certain areas just because people are wearing very strong perfumes. I will wear deodorant / antiperspirant, and I will otherwise try to remain as scentless as possible. Although the other day, we went to this, there's a new little Brazilian kind of fast food place here, that we went to, and the lady there was like, wow, you smell good. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, you smell good. And then Justin was later was like, yeah, what's weird is that like I noticed too that you smelled good today, and it was weird. I'm like, well, thank you. Thank you very much. But apparently occasionally I just smell good for no reason.
Processia doesn't smell bad.
It's not that I didn't smell bad. It's that I actively smelled good.
Is there a difference between those two things?
Yeah, because if you smell bad, you stink. If you don't smell bad, you may have no odor at all. And honestly, I usually prefer the no odor. So just randomly having a good odor, what happened?
Yeah,
Justin just calls everybody smelly, though, so it doesn't matter.
So Netmon Matt continues to fly through the game. They just
call anyone
finished the
stinky.
second episode of 4. So now they're on to the third episode. I thought there was a chance people would finish. I didn't think anyone was going to be on pace to finish in like 43 minutes. But so now we're on episode 3. And in episode 3, you had a psychic vision that you're going to stand too close to the smelly guy and start smelling like the smelly guy.
Gross!
Yeah.
Your vision is you're standing too close to
Yeah, that guy
me,
with the
except
little,
for that one day.
Yeah, so this gives you a new mechanic where that guy with a little green aura under his feet,
Okay.
that's the smelly guy, and if he
Oh,
touches
no!
you go super slow.
You get smelly. I hate it.
Netball Matt immediately figuring out you can just run backwards and
That was very wise. Just run back out of the room and try it again. I do
just
love that her
reset the room.
clothes colors just keep changing all the time. I'm a huge fan of that.
we had this even a different outfit when she was wearing the uniform, which I think is a nice looking uniform. I'm gonna be honest.
You know what? I actually think this game is kind of fun as I'm watching it.
I genuinely wound up liking this game. I don't know if it's good, but I genuinely liked it.
Well, this is Kusog7ande. We're not here for good games. But occasionally we have games that are better than expected. This is definitely any game that's based off of a Disney original TV show. I'm gonna go ahead and say just kind of defaults to being Kusoge. It is. Even if it ends up being reasonably fantastic, it just kind of is. Considering all of the weird perspectives and angles with the walls in this school as well. I don't understand how this school was built and still stands. It's just weird. It's not right.
It really is.
Yeah.
So we're on to another level for Netmon Matt. Now she's had a psychic vision that if she partners with him on the science project, she'll get an A. So now she wants to find the smelly kid, and so she can.
She wants to find the smelly kid. Yeah.
Yeah, because gotta get that A on your science project.
By the way, this was made by Vicarious Visions, which eventually became Blizzard Albany. They're the ones who worked on Diablo 2 Resurrected, FYI.
Wait, is it Albany, New York, Albany?
Yeah, that one.
Nice.
Yeah, Jonathan Mintz, the guy who designed this, also did production for Crash Bandicoot Purple, Ripto's Rampage, lead designer for Skylanders Spyro's Adventure, which oddly I think actually is better than it sounds like. From what I've heard, the Skylanders games are actually fairly legit. Yeah.
Yeah. I cannot say I've played them because I don't want to buy 500 toys to play a game.
Say. Multiple people here worked on the Skylanders games. We've got the lead engineer for the B-movie game, as well as Shrek the Third. And Over the Hedge? They made a game for Over the Hedge? Oh my gosh.
Everything has a game.
Yeah. And then Jesse Raymond. Raymond? I can't even talk
it could be
anymore.
either one. People have unique pronunciations sometimes.
That's not the right pronunciation, no. Also worked on some of the Crash Bandicoot games, Bruce Lee, Return of the Legend, Batman Begins, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, Band Hero. That's like Rock Band and Guitar Hero combined. That just sounds wrong.
I play that game.
You played Band Hero?
No, I would play that game. Given the opportunity. Anyways, yeah, so, what happened? Netmon Matt skipping the cutscenes, but, which I actually did not realize you could do.
Okay.
Good job pressing buttons that aren't the A button that it tells you on screen to push. Netmon Matt, but, so, for this stage, you finished the science fair project, but then you accidentally dropped it, so you have to make a new one. So you're getting supplies at the mall, and you don't trust the smelly kid to pick up the right supplies, I guess.
Well,
Not
yeah,
really
I wouldn't. He smells.
That doesn't mean he doesn't know what's a good supply. Apparently he's really good at
He
science.
doesn't know how to get deodorant.
but he knows how to get you an A in science class, so I think he knows exactly which things he needs to do for the science fair project. Or science project in general. I don't think it's a science fair.
Yeah, but what if the teacher shows up and looks and is like, your project is great, except it's very smelly? What would you do? By the way, yeah, one of the lead artists for this game was a lead FX artist for various World of Warcraft expansions. So
Ooh.
There you go, World of Warcraft, that's what we've got here. And the smelly boy, he's an ogre. He smells.
Yeah, so this is honestly, this one was pretty tough for me to find all 12 presents. I got very lost. But like, Neva on Matt just has a perfect memory of which rooms they've gone into, is all I can assume.
Yeah, Neva and Matt is doing extremely well in this game.
Yeah,
like, honestly.
This mall is rude. It is non-Euclidean. So it doesn't actually make sense which door where doors go.
Well, I mean, have you seen the walls? Like the hallways get wider as you go towards the camera. That's not perspective that's doing that. They're literally wider when you get closer to the camera.
I mean, your mall isn't shaped like a trapezoid?
It is not a trapezoid mall. No, our mall's a big plus sign.
That's a plus sign?
Yeah,
I feel like that's weirder than a trapezoid.
Not really. Like, you've got the 4 arms of the mall, you know, and there's stores around each of the plus arms.
I mean, I prefer my malls to have legs, but I guess arm malls are fine.
That is scary. I do not want malls to have legs.
Oh,
okay?
you're fine with your mall having arms. It's just the leg. It's just legs you're upset about.
Well, yeah. If it has legs, it can walk. I don't want my mall walking and chasing me.
But if it walks, then it can walk to your home and pick you up at your house.
That's even worse. No. I don't want it. Except, like, now that there is a Hook pinball machine in the mall here, maybe that would be fine. I guess I'll go ahead and reconsider your proposal.
Yay, I'm being considered.
Yeah, supposedly. Yeah, That's So Raven unfortunately came out at a time that I was too old to really watch Disney originals. I think Nickelodeon was already like, I felt too old for that. At this point in my life, I will watch whatever. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with being too old to watch something. There is no such thing. But back when, you know, I was a teenager, obviously you get too old for a lot of stuff.
I mean, teenagers just make bad decisions because people tell them they're supposed to.
Yeah,
and it takes
true.
a long time to figure out that those people are dumb and you shouldn't listen to them. Anyway, so Netmon Matt picked up all the signs for things. Now she's going to sign herself and the smelly kid Ben up to be part of a spring fling thing where there's like a dump the kid in the water thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how she's gonna get him to take a bath. Is she's gonna sign him up for that, and then the kids are just gonna get plopped into the water, and that's a bath.
Oh my gosh! I mean, honestly, it's better than nothing.
And he finds her already. So now he needs to fill the tank in time. So
get out of here, Shark.
On the left side of the screen, and use that to fill up the tank on the right side of the screen. So he missed the faucet.
Yeah. Like Netman Matt sees, there's an object to the right, and that I think Netman is just restarting the level. Probably a good idea. Flynn is being chased by spiders. Oh no.
Oh no. Well, it's more like bugs. I don't know why you're only a pair of footprints in this little mini game.
Honestly, if you put Raven's entire body in here, might be a little bit hard to see where you're supposed to go. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a very short level. But yeah, so I don't know why Matt. Oh, because Matt fails and he thinks that the timer is super super tight. It's a little tight. It's not too bad. You just have to pick up the water to the left, bring it to the right, and repeat until it's full. It's not too
I
bad.
actually really like that the main character of That's So Raven, like her real name is Raven.
But it's a different, yeah, but it's a different last name, which kind of surprised me that they kept the first name and not the last name.
It's Raven Simone. I don't know what else she has been in. It looks like I see a
She was on The
Tinkerbell
View,
movie.
I think.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know, maybe I'm entirely wrong about this. But I
She
think
did some voices for Guardians of the Galaxy animated television series, which is kind of cool. To tell the truth, she was in a one episode of that. She's been in various like one-off episodes of shows. The Masked Singer, she was one of the contestants in that. And she was also in Disney Hall of Villains, playing herself.
She's a villain? I thought she was a good character.
I don't know. I don't know. That's just what it says. It was a television special. She was in it. She was in the Disney Hall of Villains.
Oh no, I might have completely misunderstood the plot of this show. I really thought she was a good character.
She was in an episode of Drunk History.
We're trying to help someone by giving them a bath. We're being good. The ending cutscene, she actually feels bad about it. But I don't know. I thought we were doing him a favor. Anyways, so next episode, which skipping all the plot, it's another find the character one. Good job realizing you can skip plot. But yeah, so oh yeah. So this is one where she got a premonition that she was going to get to kiss the really cute boy.
Okay.
So that's I can understand why you'd be a little excited, and they arranged to go out on a date. So super excited, but you forgot to give the boy your phone number. So she's got to go find him so she can give him her phone number so he can call her so they can figure out where they're going on the date.
Aw, apparently Raven married a lovely woman named Miranda. I didn't know that I didn't know that Raven was LGBT. That's awesome.
Huh. Yeah, I admittedly didn't see that coming, but nice.
Yay. I am cool with that.
This music is very catchy.
Oh, I like it. It's fun.
It's good because waiting for these stupid hall monitors takes forever. I don't know how Matt got through them so quickly. Just I don't know. Use his psychic powers to know which ones to use hall passes on and which ones to wait for. I guess.
I guess, yeah. I mean, you gotta be psychic when you're Raven. Like, I actually had no idea that That's So Raven had anything to do with being psychic.
I didn't either until I started playing the game, and then it very quickly became clear. I assume that's like the entire premise of the show, is that she gets a premonition, and then she goes about trying to fix and or ensure the thing, and then what she does winds up causing the horrible event that she wanted to prevent to happen. Because
yeah, in essence, she miscalculates the events that she sees, which results in trouble for herself as well as her friends and family. So basically, she's got a supernatural ability that just causes her to go and do dumb stuff.
Yeah, Nebon Matt is restarting the level, I think. So there's 3 directions you can go at the beginning of the level, and I think he's just restarting every time he went a direction that wasn't the right way to just save time rather than running back to the starting area. Which is pretty clever. Again, the building is non-Euclidean, so I don't know if like the game secretly forces you to go each direction before it'll let you actually find him. But nope, it looks like just going left to the start is all you need to do. So that clears the level. So now you're off on your date, and unfortunately, your date brought his little sister with him. So you also brought your little brother with you, so you can have the little brother distract the little sister, so you can get some one-on-one time with the cute boy.
Yeah.
However, your brother, who is Corey from Corey in the House demands that you get him lots of arcade tokens so he can play video games. So he can actually have some fun here.
Well, good. It's boring if you don't have tokens. Go steal them.
This level also introduces the new enemy, which are heat-seeking pizza throwers.
I hate it when people throw pizza in my face. So angry about that.
I mean, like, whenever people throw food at your face, like, if you throw pie at my face or pizza at my face, like, I'll just enjoy it. Like, I don't know how this is supposed to be a bad thing. You're just giving me free food.
Yeah,
I was a grad student for a really long. Yeah, but I was a grad student for a really long time. I'll just take the free food and run.
Honestly, I've learned how to be picky about, like, I eventually got to the point where I'm like, I can't do these free food events anymore because most of this food is killing me. It's like, free pizza, woo! However, you have to listen to an MLM pitch as well as know that it's Little Caesars pizza that has been sitting there for an hour before you even get to eat it.
Okay, I have not gone to an MLM pitch for pizza. I will not deny this. That does seem like a mistake.
I've only been to 1 or 2 MLM pitches for free food.
You went to 2? One wasn't enough to tell you this was a bad idea?
I mean, one of them I didn't know was an MLM until, like, we were there. And then I'm like, yeah, this seems super sketch, but hey, they've got food, so I guess. The problematic thing about that is that if you do go to an MLM pitch for the food, is that that's how they get some people. Even smart people can fall for it. It doesn't matter. Don't consider yourself too smart for it.
I do know a lot of smart people who got into crypto. Oh boy. Oh boy. But yeah, so NetMomAd looking for the one last coin. Have fun. I need you to go slowly so you don't beat this game in less than 40 minutes. But it should be good.
What I loved while teaching college was how many students complained about, made fun of their parents for being into essential oils. The essential oil business is huge in Utah, and I'm not even kidding you. This is where a lot of the companies started.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's not great.
Yeah, so I'm glad that Raven is just she knows that oils is not good enough for the stinky boy. She's got to get the water into the tank.
Oh, Dragon's Cloud is on the water in the tank.
Yeah,
Nice.
Dragon's Cloud is doing a pretty good job with this. I think that right now Dragon's Cloud is in second. NetMomAd definitely in first. Flynn Church and Dragon 7398 right around the same area, though Flynn may have cleared it just now. Yep, Sign Up Sprint is next.
Yeah, so they're on the same level now, but Dragons just finished that level, so very clear lead. NetMomAd just finished the token trial level, so now she needs to... Oh, right, yeah. So her brother, being, a little brother, and therefore the worst possible person in the world,
absolutely,
put some gum or something right underneath her seat. So she got gum on her pants.
That's why she runs like this.
It's a boy with gum on your pants. You just can't. So she has to go find some soap and water to clean up with before she can kiss Devin.
So what was her prophecy here?
Her prophecy was that she would kiss Devin in front of a robot and a bear.
What a good prophecy.
She is in a pizza parlor now with a robot and a bear.
If I were to kiss a girl, I wouldn't care if she had gum on her pants. I gotta be honest. In fact, it would probably make it less awkward. It would be a silly thing to joke about, and then you kiss.
I mean, I feel like I'd feel so embarrassed about it, and I'd try to make excuses and try to hide it, and then the boy would just grab me and kiss me, and it'd be romantic and wonderful.
Yeah. You almost start crying, and you try to run away, but he grabs your arm, pulls you in, does the dip, lips on lips, stars, horseshoes, clovers, blue moons, fireworks. I guess that's a better word than, I don't want blue moons flying out around me, but yeah, fireworks, everybody. That's what happens. See, I can write a romance.
Fireworks inside the mall. I think fireworks should not be fired off inside a mall. But other than that, we're on the same page.
What about consent, you ask, Infernal Translator? One thing that I think that, honestly, there's been a lot of discussion about that. I think that if you are in doubt about whether or not someone wants a kiss, then it is absolutely always a good thing to ask. However, there's also the whole, there is some implied, like, I'm not necessarily against people, like, having, playing the romance game, and there are plenty of people who do it. It's just, if you aren't sure that that's what they're doing, if you have a harder time reading some of those social cues, it is never a bad thing to be like, to ask, can I kiss you? Yeah. Even just...
Nope, definitely not a bad thing, but at the same time, you gotta have some spontaneity. You gotta have some magic in a relationship too. You can't have like terms and conditions for a relationship.
Yeah,
and a formal contract or anything like that. That takes the fun out of it. I would think. I don't know. I am not the person who should be who is an expert on this.
I think that, it's best to, like, understand what you understand. And if you know that you might be misreading cues, then asking is never a bad idea.
Nope.
Never, ever, ever, ever. I do think that there can be some fun in just, like, a little bit of the nonverbal communication, but again, you have to make sure that you aren't misreading stuff, and it's just, be on the safe side. Don't do something dumb. But yeah, I'm thinking back when I was in college, after I came home from being a Mormon missionary and was trying to be a straight boy, a girl I dated, I took her out on a date and then, like, was gonna say goodbye, took her to her porch, and the way that she looked, I was like, I know you want a kiss. I'm not sure about me. And I started to walk away, but then I was like, nope, JK, bam, gave the kiss. Yeah, I rocked it. I read that cue right. It worked out just fine until I broke up because I was gay, but besides that.
It seems like it would get in the way of that relationship.
Yeah, that part didn't work out so well.
Anyways, yeah, so Netmon Matt has successfully found the wash item stuff and cleaned her pants. However, the animatronic robot and bear show that she was planning to have a kiss in front of, it's not happening tonight because the actor who's playing the pirate is out sick.
Oh, so
no. We going full pirate now.
You're gonna turn into a pirate?
We turning into a pirate.
So that we can get a kiss? Oh, I like that.
The prophecy from the pre-match banter has come true. This is secretly a pirate game. And yeah, so we gotta sneak on backstage and become the pirate that we always knew we could be. Also, there's hall monitors inside the mall. So we get to hide from hall monitors again. Oh my god. I genuinely... I need to actually just watch a couple episodes of this show, because I want to watch this show so much.
I think the show is exactly like this game. Like, 100%.
Saying in chat, this is literally an episode of the show, so... Which is what we thought. Yeah, oh my gosh. It's so good. Just, it feels like, it's like an adventure game, right? It's like, this is how you get a boy to fall in love with you in Monkey Island. Right? It's just, I love it. It's like, all we need is a rubber chicken, and we would just be full Monkey Island.
I'm glad that you can, like, bounce the balls back with the power of your purse, like Flynn Church is doing here.
Purse and Perfume are pretty nice superpowers. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, what's interesting is like the players are having to figure out what is worth. Like, is it worth actually dodging all of the damage or just tank some damage and keep going? And honestly, it's very much is level dependent, as far as I can tell.
Like, if you can run around someone, you usually should, but like, there's a couple narrow corridors where, like, the perfume spray takes takes less time than damage boosting if you can't run around them.
Yeah. I don't like the person in the shark costume. I gotta be honest. It makes me very uncomfortable.
I am actually super curious about that enemy because, like, that feels like it's just something that happened in an episode of the show, and the game designers fell in love with it, but didn't know how to like work it into the game as anything other than just like this random generic enemy that they just start having.
Actually, that makes me wonder because it could be a school mascot, as Chad is saying there. The Barracuda?
It's the school mascot? Oh my goodness. That's
Fire
wonderful.
the Barracudas!
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
That's incredible.
Okay, back in my Nickelodeon days, Legends of the Hidden Temple, I always cheered for the blue Barracudas. They rarely did well, but you know, they were my team. You gotta cheer for your team.
Yeah, I watched that show a couple times when it was like being babysat by my grandmother because she had cable. But yeah, no, I probably rooted for the blue team because I like the color blue, but I don't really know.
Yep, that's purely the reason why I cheered for blue. And simply put, Barracuda was a cool word. I still love Final Fantasy XIV, how they pronounce Barracuda. It's terrible.
Anyways,
what the crap is this?
We're pirates now, which means we get to play a rhythm game, so you just gotta go left and right with them.
This doesn't seem too
rhythmic.
rhythmic.
When they kick, you gotta jump, and when they try to knock your head off with their trombone, you gotta duck.
Is this Raven? Are you still Raven?
That's Raven wearing a beard. It is incredible.
This transformation is great. Also, when did pirates start playing banjos?
I assume in like the 1500s or something. Unless you're gonna ask when pirates wore beards. Like, it's just part of pirates, is banjos and beards. I love that the timing of this minigame doesn't matter at all. Like, visually, she can get her head just whacked off with the trumpet, and it does not matter.
Yep, there is no timing in this. This is something like the devs are like, you just got to have a minigame here. Or the management, they're like, we don't have time to make a minigame. Like, you want this out next week. And they're like, you got to put a minigame here for the pirate.
We had a minigame at the end of every episode. So.
Yeah.
This is
Listen to the sound effects, though. It sounds like they're screaming in horror.
I actually don't have Netmon Nat's sound on, so I wasn't listening to them right now. But
it's terrifying.
Anyway, so that was the end of episode 4. Netmon Nat has now beaten the game.
That's it?
So congrats. Yep.
Heck yeah. Well, is Netman going to bonus episodes? Or is that considered Netman's done?
Netmon Nat is done.
Well, go ahead and let Netman know that if they want, they can come and chat with us in the general voice channel.
Yeah. With the excellent strategy of both very good at finding all the hidden items and also figuring out that he could skip cutscenes.
Hello there, Netman, and congratulations! You've got this picture of Smelly Boy.
Okay.
Yeah, seriously, great job, though.
Yeah, you flew through this game.
I have many thoughts about this game. A lot less worse than I expected. I actually had a lot of fun.
Honestly, there's a lot of GBA jank out there that I feel is a little bit slow on the uptake, but this, the game's not too complicated, and it's really fast to jump into, and that's something that I love.
I didn't expect the movement to be so good in this game, and like, I'm used to like janky games with like the worst hitboxes, but like even in the stealth sections, like they give you a lot of leeway.
Yeah, you can as long as you're not like you can be like arms like also like elbow length away from them. They will not see you. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, what I noticed is that like cycles are like super important in this game, and like every once in a while I get off cycle and just be like, oh, I just need to just restart this whole thing. But I think I got really nervous near the end there.
You were extremely ahead of everyone. Like, seriously.
That's great to hear.
Yeah, you both found all the hidden items super fast, and I think you were the only person to discover the hidden tech of I can skip cutscenes.
Yeah, it took me a little bit, but then I realized, oh yeah, Start just lets me skip cutscenes and tells me what the current objective is. Like, this game is very, like, left to right or right to left oriented, so, like, I just kind of went with it, but just, man, every once in a while, just, like, I gotta pause this because this music is distracting me.
Flynn, 3 seconds left and finishing the pool. Fantastic. Oh my gosh. That was so close.
I did not expect Nier Automata and Final Fantasy IX in my That's So Raven game, but we sure got it anyway. Oh my goodness.
Wait, what Final Fantasy IX part? Explain.
The dancing minigame at the end is like
oh my gosh.
Game
okay. That dancing minigame. Ugh.
I mean, it is the most lenient rhythm game I have ever seen. I don't think it's possible to miss.
I think it was
unless you hit the wrong button.
It was like double the like window of like Rap the Rappa, and I was just like, okay, either this is like super not lenient or like super lenient, and this game has been extremely nice so far, except for like one part, so I think I'll be okay.
Yeah, I'm actually like thinking about this game. A lot of GBA games that are based off of movies and TV shows, they're essentially a tutorial city where most of like the first part of the game is just tutorial. But this actually gets you kind of into the action a lot faster, and I like that about this game.
Yeah, the good news is that this game's like pretty simple and straightforward. So like in the first level, because I kept running the bonus, like every time I hit bonus, like, oh, this is just bonus. This is just bonus. I don't need this. It's bonus. But like even in the first level, there's people who just like, here's what the buttons do, but in general it's just go. The fact that like the game's relatively simple movement wise means like you don't have to tell the player much and just go.
Oh yeah. Like, I have to ask, did you watch any That's So Raven when you were young?
Not really. Like there was some Disney Channel stuff that I ended up watching because like when I grew up it was like me and my two sisters, so I watched a little bit of everything, but this one, no, not really so much. I know that the whole gimmick is that, like, she gets visions where, like, she gets, like, Xenoblade visions, where...
Dragon's Cloud is doing the pirate dance.
Yeah, she sees one of her friends getting into some sort of trouble, and she takes it upon herself to, like, help them because she feels responsible, because she can see it happening, and, like, pretty good premise, but, like, I don't know. I never really watched it.
There's something about comparing everything in this game to an RPG that I love.
Mm-hmm.
The whole Xenoblade visions, yeah.
I'm very RPG oriented. I've been shotgunning Xenoblade for like the past like 4 or 5 days, so it's all my brain.
How is Xenoblade 3, by the way?
I don't know. I'm playing 1 to get ready for 3.
Oh, okay.
I'm finally starting to play 2, so glad to see someone else is also
loved
in the same
Xenoblade
boat.
2. I didn't finish it, but I played a lot of it, and I loved it.
Xenoblade 2 for me was, and I say this all the time with the most love, a 8 out of 10 game with a 5 out of 10 game wrapped around it. Like, I love that game when it gets going, but it sure does get going at its own pace.
Yeah, I keep bouncing off of it
a while.
because it takes a while to get going, and also like I much prefer the combat system from 1 by a lot. I don't. And I'm sure 2 will get better, but right now, like, I'm just like, why can't we just stick with the cooldown system we had in 1? That was much more fun than waiting for everything to go off of it.
Yeah, so I played through Xenoblade Chronicles 2 twice, so like, what I usually recommend for people who are getting like stuck on that game is just
Hey.
main story shotgun to chapter 3.
Dragus is through.
Yeah, heck yeah, nice.
Yep, I knew there was a real chance of people clearing the game. Yeah, which is fine. People clear it in 52 minutes is perfectly fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd say for a game that's like made specifically for kids and teens, being able to beat it in a Kusog7ande time is probably pretty fine. Yeah.
I will say, if I had like a pile of like shovelware games from a box from GameStop that just got dumped in my lap, this is probably one of the few ones that I probably play more than once. Like it was interesting just kind of running around and like just figuring out like, okay, I can damage boost here, or I can save a hall pass there, and like this definitely seems like a game that could have like a speedrun community.
Honestly,
and, like,
yeah,
optimize corners and stuff. It's great.
Yeah, I don't even think that the community is necessary.
That's true.
Like, honestly, like, even if you just pick it up and play it yourself and do your own little thing with it, this could be a fun project. Like, I have to say, out of GBA games, this is one of my, like, one of the more enjoyable ones that I've seen on Kusog7ande so far. I like it. It's got jank. It's a weird game based off of That's So Raven. She has the best run cycle I've ever seen.
Sure does. She sure does book it. It's great.
Oh my gosh.
It's beautiful.
Like, she's struck with a purpose. It's amazing.
And then perspective is, I don't know what perspective is, but it doesn't exist in a proper form at all in this game. And you know, it just has a lot of charm is what I would say. A lot of charm for a game that I wouldn't expect to be like good at all.
I think that's been my favorite part of Kusog7ande so far, because this is like my first like time ever playing in this.
Oh well,
like,
cool.
Yeah, I'm really excited. And the cool part is like, so far both games I've played, it's just like, especially like the Godzilla one, like I actually went back and beat it because it was just so fun. So
I love
like,
Godzilla 1.
It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, no, don't expect to enjoy every game that you get. Like, this is round 1. We tend to give games that are a little bit more enjoyable. You never really know what you're going to get. You can get something absolutely atrocious at the beginning or something that's enjoyable, but it will likely get worse and worse as time goes on. Not guaranteed, but be prepared. You will have some genuine suffering at one point or another.
Oh, I'm sure I will, and I'm looking forward to it. Like, one of the first PlayStation games I played, which was a great exposure to the PlayStation for the first time, was Bubsy 3D. And
Bubsy 3D, yeah, that is a very special game. I actually don't think it's as bad as people say it is, but yeah, it's not great.
It has a learning plateau.
I mean, it's not the worst PS1 game I've ever played.
Great cliff until you get to the top and you're like, okay, I understand this now.
Yeah, that's a rough start for the PlayStation. I have to agree. There are a lot of other games I'd suggest, but that's time for this match. We are done. It's very clear. You took first, Dragus Cloud second, and it looks like Dragon is coming in third at this point.
Yay!
And Flynn went offline.
Oh no, they did, huh? I was worried about that.
Well, no, went offline right when time ended.
Pretty sure we're just done with this game.
Yeah,
that's understandable.
They're like, I'm done. That wasn't as Raven as I hoped. It was very moderately Raven. Well, we'll go ahead and let Dragon do his little dance here.
Definitely.
Yeah, but I'm glad that you joined this year. What made you want to join?
I had seen a few Kusog7andes and just I never really took the plunge because I was just so nervous, and just eventually I was just like, you know what? Nothing ventured, nothing gained, and I sure am glad that I did it. It's been a blast so far.
We try to make it like as relaxed as possible and just like something that I try to take the stress off of people who are playing in it so that, you know, you don't have a huge time crunch. Sign up when you're able, and hopefully, you know, if people can just never make it, then that's fine. You know, they don't have to play. But if you are able to make it eventually, then you get to have an experience with a game that you never would have played before. I'm glad you did.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me. And like, I really appreciate you running this, and it's just been like a really pleasant experience so far. So it's been great.
Good. And it looks like Dragon has beaten the game as well. We got 3 out of 4 clears. Very nice.
Yeah.
So proud of you all.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you.
proud of all the players here. They have done fantastic here. And honestly, I might have to just dink around with this game a little bit at some point. It's silly.
surprisingly
It's
fun.
charming.
The thing that surprised me the most is how tight the movement is, because like it's very much this like kind of movement you really want in a platformer. Because I play like Mega Man Zero and stuff like that all the time, and there's just like when you turn, like it gives you what you want immediately, and that's really what makes this game fun. Because if it was like even a little more slippery, it would probably be just a little.
It's still pretty slippery.
There are a million ways to make a game, to make a platformer wrong, and there are very few ways to make it feel good. And they definitely made this one feel good. I'm very happy.
Yeah, it's really surprising. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised because it is Vicarious Visions, but still.
Yeah. Well, I think that's all that we have for Kusog7ande today. Netman, thank you so much for joining us. And Wolf, I'm really glad that you were able to come and give this game, and that you were able to play a game for us earlier as well. That was
It's been a
very
good Kuso
enjoyable.
weekend for me, for everyone.
I'm very happy about how it went. We're going to have a bit of a break throughout the week. Tuesday, no, don't make us bored because I just need a breather. But, you know, expect more Kusog7ande possibly during the week. We do have the Big Bad Gameathon game list coming out sometime soon. What else? Not this next Friday, but the Friday after, there's going to be more of the GDQ grudge match, which I need more volunteers for. Hopefully I can get some people to play games for me sometime over there on GDQ's channel. So yeah, that's what is going on in my life. So hopefully when the Big Bad Gameathon game list comes out, everybody can get excited about everything that will be there. Other than that, I think we're gonna raid Flannel Cat. What were you gonna say?
Nothing much. Was just saying thanks for having me. That's all. Great to be here.
Well, sure thing. We're gonna tell Flannel Cat you're so Raven. Okay?
Oh, that's great. That's
Yeah,
perfect.
go ahead and tell her you're so Raven. She will love that. She's playing Adam's Family Pinball. This looks beautiful. Okay, and I'll see you all later. Hopefully throughout the week, and if not, for Kusog7ande next weekend. See you later, Netman. See you.
See ya. Take
Wolf.
care.
Bye.
Bye. Have fun.